Hi, welcome to the Cinnaminson Fire Department on Cinnaminson Avenue, Station 201. I am Lee Park, the Cinnaminson Fire Marshal.
And I'm Jesse Nickham, the Assistant Fire Marshal. Let's take a tour of the firehouse.
Okay, welcome to the bay floor where the three engines for this firehouse are housed. On this side we have old engine 2011, in the middle is the new engine 2011, and on the side is rescue engine 2013. Next, Assistant Fire Marshal Nickham is going to put on his gear and an air pack and show you how we stay safe in fires. Firefighters wear PPE, known as personal protective equipment. We start with boots that carry our bunker pants on top of them to protect our feet from anything sharp and to keep our feet dry from all that water we use to put the fire out. Our bunker pants protect us in the fire so we can crawl around and also keep us warm in the winter when it's cold out. Our jacket is just like your winter jacket, except it protects them in the fire and keeps them warm. The stripes on his jacket are used so firefighters can see each other using flashlights in a dark fire. The hood around his ears protects his head and his neck and his ears, and his helmet on top is just like your bicycle helmet, used to protect our head in case anything falls down. The air pack on his back is just like your book bag, but instead of carrying books, we carry this cylinder that holds air, 30 minutes of air. It goes out the cylinder, up through this hose, over his shoulder to his mask. The mask covers most of our face, so we have a really hard time seeing what's going on in front of us. So if you call 911 and you need our help, make sure you don't hide from us. Let's take a tour of Rescue Engine 2013. Inside the cab, 4 firefighters can sit safely, seat-belted, and finish getting dressed on their way to the call. On the outside is where we carry all the tools. Under here is the pump, which is where we get the water from. Up here is the hose lines that we use to put the fire out. These levers here allow all the water to come out of the truck wherever the operator wants it to come out. We have some more hose here that's larger than that, and this yellow hose is what connects to a fire hydrant to get us continuous water until the fire's out. This compartment has all of our gas-powered saws. We use these to cut through metal, concrete, wood, even your roof. Whatever we need to cut through, these are the saws that'll get the job done. The rear compartment carries this fan. After the fire is out, we use this fan to get rid of all the smoke in the house. Up top, there's even more hose. Every fire engine carries a lot of hose. In this compartment, we have a lot of tools, especially the axe. We use this to chop, break windows, and forcible entry. We pair the axe with the Halligan. Together with the Halligan, you can pry a door open a window, and do anything you need. Inside this compartment are spare cylinders. Just like the backpack you wear, these cylinders give us the air we need to go into a fire. 30 minutes of air is in this cylinder. This truck even carries a little ladder for tight spaces. On this side of the rescue, these tools make the difference between a rescue truck and an engine. These tools are what we need to cut a car at motor vehicle accidents if you're stuck inside. Back on this side, you can get more fire hose to put out the fire. Thank you for touring our engine. All right, welcome to the kitchen of the firehouse, the heart of the firehouse. The firefighters here are allowed 3 meals a day, and they are able to prepare them in the kitchen. As you'll see on this side, you have 3 refrigerators for each shift having their own food that they buy on their own. Keep it in the refrigerator and prepare it for each meal. Today we have Firefighter Tull up here making dinner for the crew tonight, and we're going to point out some key fire safety facts that he's doing today. As you can see, the pot handles are turned in so that they can't be bumped or knocked over, and we made sure that none of Firefighter Tull's toys are in the kitchen so that nobody has a tripping hazard. And we want to make sure that all the pot holders, towels, and anything flammable is away from the burners on the stovetop. Make sure not to play in the kitchen while your parents are cooking dinner, and make sure never to cook alone. Always cook with an adult. When you're at home and in bed and you hear that loud beeping noise, it's the smoke alarm. That's when we want you to roll out of bed and crawl to your door. When you get to your bedroom door, using the back of your hand, feel the top, the middle, the bottom, and then the doorknob. If the door's cold, slowly open the door and go to your meeting place. When you feel the door, feel it with the back of your hand, the top, middle, and bottom. If the doorknob is hot and the door feels hot, keep the door closed. Cover it with a blanket or a towel, put it underneath to prevent the smoke from coming in the room, and crawl to your window, which is your second means of egress, out of your bedroom. Once you get to the window, practice opening the window, looking outside with your flashlight, and yelling for help.
Help!
Stay there with the fresh air
Help!
until the fire department comes to take you out.
Help!
Do you know what to do if you find matches or lighters? Don't touch them, leave them on the ground, tell an adult, they'll pick them up and put them in a safe place. How about candles? Now's the time that everyone lights candles. When they come home, in their house, they smell good, they look good, but we never want to put a candle next to a window or anything flammable, and we never want to leave a candle unattended. If you play with a candle or pick up a candle and pour it on your skin, you could get burned or your clothes could catch on fire. And do you know what to do if your clothes catch on fire? We stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, cover your face, and roll.
Help! Help!
And yell
help,
for help.
Help! Help! Help!
This
help,
is when you call 911.
Help! 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 911, what's your emergency?
When you dial 911, it's only for emergencies and never for fun. And when you call 911, 3 groups of people will come your way: police, fire, and EMS. When you dial 911 from your home phone, you need to make sure you tell them your name, your address, and your phone number. But they may already have your address. If you dial 911 from your cell phone, it's completely different. Everybody has cell phones now, and when you dial from a cell phone, it goes up to a satellite, and then the satellite kicks it over to the central dispatch. Depending on where you call from, they may or may not have your location. So make sure you know your name, address, and phone number, and tell them what the emergency is.
Okay, make sure everybody evacuates the building and goes to their meeting place. The fire department's on the way.
Let's talk about what we learned today. When you call 911, you only call 911 for emergencies. And when you call, you got to know your name, address, and phone number, especially when you call from a cell phone. Tonight, take the time to do a fire drill. Roll out of bed, crawl low, go to your door, feel the door with the back of your hand, and make that decision. Is the door hot? Go to your window. If the door's cold, crawl low under the smoke, go outside to your meeting place, and stay outside. Never go back inside for anything. Never play in the kitchen. Always have kitchen fire safety on your mind. That is this year's theme. Be safe in the kitchen. Never cook without an adult. Make sure pots and pans handles are turned outward so that nobody can knock them off. And any hot foods are not near the edge of the countertop or the table. If you have a pot on fire, use the lid to put the fire out. If your oven's on fire, keep the door closed and turn the oven off. Either way, call 911 and have us coming. If your clothes do catch on fire, make sure you stop, drop, and roll and yell for help. If you see someone and their clothes catch on fire, make sure you tell them to stop, drop, and roll and call 911. They will need help. Thank you for touring the firehouse and watching this video. Remember, together we can be fire safe.